Hawker Siddeley Trident, Britain's technological marvel with a tragic timing. The Hawker Siddeley HS-121 Trident was a British-built narrow-body jet airliner developed in the late 1950s and early 1960s to serve short to medium-haul routes. It was one of the earliest trijet airliners to enter commercial service and showcased several cutting-edge technologies of the era. Despite its innovations, the Trident struggled to find a strong global market and ultimately fell short of its commercial potential. The story of the Trident is often seen as a cautionary tale of missed opportunities, conservative decision-making, and stiff competition. The Trident's story begins in the mid-1950s when the British European Airways issued a requirement for a fast, efficient jetliner to replace its Vickers Viscount turboprop fleet. De Havilland, a leading British aircraft manufacturer at the time, responded with a sleek and ambitious design known as the DH-121. Originally envisioned as a medium-range jet with seating for around 111 passengers and a range of about 2,000 miles, the DH-121 was set to compete with the emerging American jets like the Boeing 727 and the Douglas DC-9. However, BEA significantly altered its specifications midway through development, requesting a smaller, shorter-range aircraft for its primarily intra-European routes. As a result, the design was scaled down, which limited its broader market appeal. After de Havilland was absorbed into Hawker Siddeley, the aircraft was renamed the HS-121 Trident. The HS-121 Trident featured several advanced technological innovations, many of which were ahead of their time. 3 rear-mounted Rolls-Royce Spey jet engines. The trijet configuration gave it good performance and noise characteristics but added complexity. Autoland system. The Trident was the first commercial airliner to be certified for fully automatic landings in low visibility, Category 3 conditions. A major milestone in aviation safety. High-speed design. The aircraft was designed to cruise at around 998 km per hour, making it one of the fastest subsonic commercial jets of its day. T-tail configuration and clean aerodynamic profile, giving it excellent high-speed handling but sometimes problematic low-speed performance. Despite these features, the aircraft's smaller fuselage, limited range, and underpowered engines hampered its competitiveness on the world stage. Several variants of the Trident were produced to meet changing market needs. Trident 1C, the original version with seating for around 101 passengers. Only 24 were built, primarily for BEA. Trident 2E, an improved version with greater range and capacity, seating up to 115 passengers. This was the most successful version. Trident 3B, the final and largest version, which included a 4th booster engine to improve takeoff performance. It could carry up to 180 passengers. Trident 1E and 1F, minor cargo and upgraded variants used by various customers. In total, 117 Tridents were built between 1962 and 1978. A modest production run compared to contemporaries like the Boeing 727, which sold over 1,800 units. The Trident was used primarily by British European Airways. It was also operated by CAAC, China, Pakistan International Airlines, and a few other carriers. In China, the Trident played a surprisingly long role, with some aircraft in operation into the 1990s. While it proved reliable and technologically advanced, its limited flexibility, high operating costs, and the dominance of American aircraft in the global market limited its adoption. The Boeing 727, which shared a similar layout but offered more capacity and range, overshadowed the Trident. The Trident had a relatively good safety record, but was involved in a few accidents. Even though the aircraft's autoland system and redundant systems made it one of the safest aircraft in low visibility conditions. The Hawker Siddeley Trident represents both the technical prowess and strategic missteps of British aviation in the post-war era. It was an aircraft filled with promise, pioneering technologies like autoland, advanced navigation systems, and aerodynamic efficiency. But it was ultimately held back by narrow design specifications, political compromises, and unfavorable market timing. Had it retained its original, larger design, the Trident may have competed more effectively against its American rivals. Nonetheless, it played a vital role in advancing automated flight systems and remains an important part of Britain's aviation history. Though retired from service, a few Tridents are preserved in museums in the UK and China, serving as reminders of a bold era when Britain aimed to lead in the jet age, and of the complex forces that shaped the success or failure of commercial aircraft. Brought to you by Infinite Knowledge from Morali Edutech. Thanks for viewing our presentation. Kindly be good enough to share and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos.